you about my 2002 Toyota Corolla. So I've had this car for 16 years. It's been my main squeeze for 15 years. I got it in July of 2007 when I was 16 years old, and now I'm 33. So I've basically had this car more than half of my life. And I just wanted to do a little video about it just to kind of acknowledge my gratitude for the car and to kind of say goodbye. I'm giving it away to my cousin Leland. Bittersweet, you know, when you've had something for so long, it's a part of you. Some people treat their cars as if they're alive. They give it a name or a gender. I never gave this car a name. I just always called it the Yoda, and I'm passing it along to my cousin Leland here in a couple days, and I just wanted to take it out for another adventure, another spin. I got the car when it was at 63,000 miles, and now it's at 206,000 miles. This car has carried me about 143,000 miles to and from and everywhere in between. I used it as a daily driver for the last 15 years. It got me through my commuting in college, back and forth to school from Alamogordo to Las Cruces and back several times a week. I also took it to the West Coast and back multiple times. Car camped in San Francisco on Ocean Beach. Stealth camped, got the windows tinted. I had my feet in the trunk and my head near the back seats. I've driven it back and forth to Arizona to see family multiple times, and overall it's just been a really solid car. I've never had to do any maintenance to it other than basic oil changes, a couple new sets of tires, and one time I had to replace the starter, but that's pretty solid for 15 years. The last year I've been driving my 2012 RAV4. I got back into my Plymouth Satellite project, and I also have a little pickup truck. So I went from having one vehicle to having 4 vehicles, and although this is a great family backup car, in some ways I'm reluctant to give it away and get rid of it. I'm going to give it to the next young kid who's going to take care of it and use it for his first ride. So this video is kind of just a little homage to my OG Toyota Corolla. I'm going to take it for one more adventure, one more little spin. If you looked up car in the dictionary, it would be a 2002 Toyota Corolla. Over the years, I've really kept this car clean. It's got a few minor cosmetic issues here and there. You know, the clear coat on the paint has really seen better days. And, you know, some of the cheap, like, plastic door handles and things like that over the years have broken. I've replaced a couple of them, but overall, this car is in really good shape still. Super solid, super reliable, just daily driver. I used to always hit this car wash on Fairgrounds in Florida. I'm gonna hit the old car wash and give the old Yoda cleanup job one more time before I pass it on to Leland. Here we go. Car is still in really good shape, super clean. I really believe in taking care of things. I think if you take care of things, they take care of you. It's all about that reciprocity. Yo, is that even a word? All day, every day. Let's take a little look around and I'll show you what the car looks like. Driver's side door handle is a little messed up. I can never get that arm to be strong enough to open the handle after I'd taken that door apart. So it's still apart. Got an old Pioneer deck. But yeah, the dash is still super clean. One of the unique features about this car is after the headliner started rotting out, I actually replaced the headliner with vocal booth foam, studio foam. Still really clean underneath the hood. Go ahead and take a look underneath the hood real quick. Purchasing this car was one of the single most important things I ever did for my maturity and growing up. It really trained me for becoming an adult and managing my finances and just like paying bills and being responsible, for lack of a better word. Realizing how long that I've had this car and how much it's done for me just really kind of demonstrates this coming of age, this new era in my life. For the sake of adventure and honoring this car and what it's done for me, I'm going to take it up to the waterfalls on New Year's Day and do a natural cold plunge. I haven't done much cold plunge and I want to get into it more. Not that I'm necessarily setting a New Year's resolution. Why not start fresh? Why not do a New Year's resolution? So I definitely want to focus on the obvious things, fitness and health, everything associated with it, you know, eating clean, getting better sleep, doing more positive things like cold plunging and exercise and more skateboarding, more vlogs, more lifestyle, more music. Sometimes I get myself into a funk, and over the last few days I've been kind of in a negative headspace. I don't know why, I don't know what triggers it, but I do know some of the remedies for it are just getting out and doing something. So one of the reasons I do these vlogs is just to get out there and make something and be creative, and I always feel so much better when I get out there in the world and do something. And on top of that, cold plunging is the ultimate wake your ass up, feel better kind of thing. It's just inevitable. You get yourself in that cold water and you get at least 2.5x increase in dopamine that lasts for several hours. It just wakes you right the hell up, way more than any cup of coffee ever could. I used to go up there to the waterfalls all the time back in the day and I'd always feel better. Little did I know it was basically this whole just getting in cold water. It makes you feel alive, makes you feel good. So I'm gonna take the Corolla up the hill for one last adventure. I'm gonna get myself into some cold mountain water and start the new year off right, all day, every day. Down to the trail here. Just got off the road, heading down to the waterfall real quick. Just a little hike down here, and it's a pretty quick walk down to the waterfall. Maybe I'll just get some B-roll of the hike. Really beautiful views from out here. The sun's out, it's nice and warm. Nice views of the canyon right there. Getting down to the water here. Nice and clear and sunny. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Great day for a hike. The water's rushing real hard too, real loud. Probably from any of the snow runoff throughout the season. Jump across the old rocks. Just got down to the waterfall and it is rushing, really rushing hard. Yeah, that thing is really rushing hard from all the snowfall and extra moisture in the winter season. I definitely want to get in there, so we'll see what that feels like here in just a sec. As much as I like to just jump on in there, I like to check out what's underneath the water first to make sure it's good in case some rocks wash down in there or something. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to wade myself in. But then I'll be super confident and I can jump in and not be like worried about it. Take the thermometer down in there with me and let's get on in that water. Whew! Alright, so I just waded in there. It was better to do that than to jump finally. It looks like the water's pretty clear. I can get a jump or two in. And the current temp is at 43 degrees. 43 is definitely cold enough for cold plunge. Jump on in there a couple times and then probably hit the road and maybe go do some skateboarding or something today, all day, every day. Woo! 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 Fuck yeah. Woo! That ain't a good way to start the year. I don't know what is. There's actually still some ice. Whew. Man, I feel good. This kind of stuff that makes you feel alive right there. All day, every day. I'll probably hike back up the hill and see what the rest of the day has in store for me. It's definitely a fresh way to start the year. Just got dried off a little bit, put my hoodie back on. Feeling really good. Sun's still out. That's perfect timing. Perfect time of day to come up here. I'm just gonna hike my way back up and hit the old car. Head back to town. I don't know, get into something else, I guess. Play some music or bust a little skate sesh. Beautiful day for a hike though, that's for sure. It's good to get some cold exposure. Obviously you don't want to make yourself sick and spend too much time out there in the cold. 11 minutes of deliberate cold exposure per week is the recommendation to see the benefits of cold plunge. So I need to step it up, step up my game, get those 11 minutes in. Whew. Beautiful view. It's a good opening of the view right here. See all the way out to White Sands, all the way across the whole basin from here, from the Sacramento Mountains to the Oregon Mountains. Like a 70-mile view or something like that. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss this car. This is one of those cars that just fits. Like when I get in it, it just fits right. Like I've been driving it for so long. It's kind of like a spirit animal or something. There's an essence about it and an identity. When you get into something, you never realize, you never plan on like it being that long. Like had I known when I bought this car that 15 years later, 16 years later, I'd still be driving it, I would have no idea. But I'm really proud. Instead of getting some flashy ass car, some big old ass truck or something, I kind of did the smart thing and I got just a car, just a regular consumer car, and it's just served me so well. I grew up in this car. You know, I was a kid when I started driving this. I guess I'm a grown-up. I don't know if I've ever crossed that arbitrary line of becoming a grown-up. I guess I did cross that line in this car. Almost back down the hill. I don't know what else I can say about this car. I just pulled up downtown, found a smooth street. I'm gonna do some Flatground and just for nostalgic purposes, just get a couple clips with the car in the background and get it in real quick on a New Year's Day. Got done skating some Flatground downtown. One more session with the old Corolla. Hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me today. I can't say enough good things about my car. I'm glad I took it for one last adventure. Got some clips in, got a nice little vlog in. Happy New Year to everybody. I wish my best for all of you guys out there. Shout out to all the friends, family, and people in between, all day, every day. It's a hell of a ride. 2002 Toyota Corolla. All day, all long. You know what's funny is when I first got this car, I had a friend that was like, "You bought a Corolla?" Kind of like almost dogging me for it. Like 15 years later, I'm like, "Yeah, I bought a Corolla."